Hello everyone, welcome to Games Crunch. So today we will be discussing 5 things that we really hate about the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 is console of choice for the vast majority of gamers everywhere, and it's for a good reason. But the PS4 is by no means perfect, and there are some things that we all hate about PlayStation 4. So let's start with our number 1, the controller. The DualShock 4 is a good improvement over DualShock 3, but as compared to the Xbox 360 controller, there are quite a few issues that annoys the heck out of us. The thumbsticks are prone to wear and tear, and this is a very common complaint from many people. In fact, our own thumbsticks have worn out and it's simply not acceptable. The problem is so widespread that many people have resorted to swapping the thumbsticks over from the Xbox One controller. The light bar can also be sometimes annoying to the retinas. Why on earth can we not turn it off? It's especially a problem at night where the damn thing, even at lowest brightness setting, illuminates the room like you're in some crazy nightclub. Luckily, we can buy third-party stickers to cover up the light bar. And now the biggest problem is the battery life of the DualShock 4 controller. By far, it's the worst thing on the PlayStation 4. It only gives you 3 to 4 hours of battery life, and it may sound adequate to you, but in reality it's rubbish. So the only real solution to this problem is buying another controller, and that's very expensive. So let's move on to number 2, the user interface. Again, the user interface has seen a marked improvement over the XMB on the PS3, but there are still many problems with the current interface. The biggest problem is the completely insufficient way to access your games. It's just a long horizontal line of games that's not really efficient and speedy that the PS4 otherwise focuses on. Now let's move on to our third point, the lack of media support. It's been over a year and we have no media support on the so-called next generation console. Not only has the Xbox One had comprehensive media support for a while, the PS3 puts its successor to the shame in that regard. We were promised an update allowing media support, and we are also still waiting till now. It's still taking too far long and needs to get sorted ASAP. Now let's move on to our fourth point, online instability. We were hoping Sony would do great when it comes to sorting out their online infrastructure, but so far, in our experience, PSN has proved to be far too unstable, with regular outages and far too much downtime that happens to take place at the most inconvenient time. The PlayStation Network suffered the longest downtime by the actions of the infamous group of virgins called Lizard Squad. So now let's move on to our fifth and the final reason, the fanboys. The fanboys in general can be really pain in the ass, but all of our fanboys that infest the gaming world, no group takes the cake more than Sony fanboys, who have routinely proven themselves to be some of the most toxic, destructive, pathetic, immature, and downright annoying groups of people to ever walk on Earth. According to them, if you are a PC gamer, you have no real exclusives to play. And if you are on Nintendo's platform, then your console is pathetic, not next generation, and has no decent third-party titles and just consists of Mario games. And if you state that you game primarily on the Xbox platforms, then you are a fool for picking the weaker console which has no games. That's it, resolution matters and Killzone is better than Halo. No, seriously, we have read this many times. Bear in mind, we are talking about fanboys and not your general PlayStation fan, but we personally know of a few people who wanted to buy PS4. But their dealings with the select few members of the PS4 community actually put them off the purchase in the end. Unfortunately, this problem is here to stay and there is very little Sony can do to rectify it. Stay tuned for a top 5 list of other things we hate on Xbox One, Wii U and PC. Thank you for watching guys, hope you like it. If there is anything I need to improve, please comment. I'm open to suggestions. Have a nice day.